All right. So today I want to show you some of the difference in pricing if you were to buy gold, silver, platinum, any of those items, either for physical delivery to your house or through a vault somewhere. Okay, so I'm using JM Bullion as an example for the buying physical commodities. And I am going to use Bullion Vault as an example for ordering at a vault somewhere in the world. Okay. So what I want to show you here is I'm showing you first the JM Bullion example. So on the day that I took this screenshot, on this screenshot, you can see that the gold price up in the corner of this. So if you were to go to JM Bullion right now and look at a product or whatever, you'll see the gold, silver, platinum, and palladium prices scrolling across the top, and they're updated every few minutes. And so on this screenshot, you see that the gold price is $3,323.82. And the product that I've pulled up is an ounce of gold, just a random product that I pulled up. And the price, it says as low as $3,454.88. Now, there are some big caveats that go into that price. So for example, you'll see on this screenshot here that that price is when you buy in quantities of 25 plus. Okay. So if you were to only buy one of these, the price is $3,464.88. Okay. So a little bit higher, 20 bucks higher. And so essentially that difference between the price that you'll actually pay and the price that's being quoted as the current gold price is the amount of the premium. Okay. Now you will pay a little bit more if you're paying with crypto to buy this gold piece. And you're also going to pay more if you pay by credit card. Okay. So for example, if you bought one of these, the credit card price is $3,609. Okay. So essentially they're trying to cover their costs of someone using a credit card because they get charged a credit card fee, plus paying the premium on top of that. Okay. So if you were to buy 25 plus, I'm using that one because that's the low as price, $3,454.88. Essentially, there is a $131 premium on this, and that equates to a 3.9% charge, essentially. Okay. So that's what I'm talking about for these commissions, and how they get paid as a broker. All right. Now I have another example here, and this is a bullion vault order. Now you don't buy ounces usually. Now some vaults you can buy ounces, but on this particular one, you have to buy grams of gold or silver or whatever. And this is a gold order that was for basically 45 grams of gold. Okay. And so the price was $4,371.75 for these grams, 45 grams. And the contract total was $4,393.61. Okay, so the commission was $21.86. All right. So the $21.86, if you divide that into the price essentially of $4,371.75, essentially that is a 0.05% commission compared to a 3.9% commission for physical delivery. Okay. So it can certainly be cheaper to do it this way. Now, the other thing you have to consider is whether or not, because you do have to pay holding and insurance costs on a bullion vault somewhere. But even that, if you factor it in, oftentimes does not come anywhere close. Well, over time it will, exceed that commission for taking physical delivery, but at least initially it doesn't. So you have to weigh for yourself the pros and cons of whether you want physical delivery or you want it held somewhere for you. Okay. Um, so I just wanted to give that example to kind of show you what's going on. And frankly, when I have purchased gold or silver, that commission is just part of like doing business in that space. It's like it's a cost of investing, just like commissions on investments through Schwab or commissions on 401k products or whatever. That stuff just happens, right? It's part of doing business in that space. Okay, so that's kind of how I look at it. It's a sunk cost. I don't consider it when I'm thinking about um, losses or gains on anything that I hold in any space. And again, I'm not suggesting that someone should buy gold or silver or platinum or whatever, but it's definitely something that can have its place in terms of inflation, um, preserving your purchasing power, things like that. So I do have positions in them. This is intended for you to get educated on this. So what I would suggest you do is make sure that when you're looking at potentially investing in something like this, weigh those holding costs, as you think about holding something in your house. You've got to think about, okay, what am I going to do? How am I going to keep it safe? How am I going to insure it? As opposed to having it somewhere else in a vault somewhere in the world, whether it's in the United States or some other country. Okay. So do your homework, make sure you're looking at these, try a small transaction. And that helps a lot in kind of learning kind of how this works and all that sort of stuff without a huge amount of exposure. Okay. All right. Thanks so much. And I'll talk to you later.